This
Yeah.
woman went through a lot of trouble for this plan. She,
She tried to
she,
Gone Girl herself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Amy. All right.
He's sitting in that cuckold chair watching it go down
Watching things
in the
happy in
boathouse.
the boathouse. Yes.
The cuckold chair in the boathouse.
Nothing like the smell of fish and murky water to turn me
Oh
on.
no, not the smell of murky water.
The lesson here is that vacation helps you chill out. So everybody go on vacation. Take your time
Sorry.
off.
Learn how to swim in case you
Yeah,
have to
truly.
fake your death.
Uh-huh. Look at
Hooray!
that.
We've just seen a murder.
We've seen several at this point.
At this point, oh, we have another spinster
School marm
matron
here.
look
Yeah.
so excited.
Yeah.
Well,
She's lovely though.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified,
and
and
this
this
is
is Tonight
Tonight on
on Murder, She
Murder,
Wrote.
She Wrote. This is A Lady in the Lake. This is,
A Lady in the Lake.
yeah,
This is very
we're
haunted ghost story title of episode.
yeah, yeah. It's also this is another not quite island because they could leave if they want to.
Yeah,
But it's another self-contained mystery, and
totally.
I know we always say Agatha Christie, and obviously there are other mystery writers out there who contributed to the genre of which
Hmm.
we speak, but it's so easy just to use that as shorthand. This is a very Agatha Christie sort of episode.
Definitely. This one, I, it's fun. Maybe I'm a little disappointed that we did not exploit the Camp Crystal Lake possibilities here. But it does have
Mm.
kind of that vibe a little bit, right?
It's anytime that there's this sort of like gorgeous outside possibility.
Hmm.
The woods are scary. Like the
The
woods
woods
are
are scary.
terrifying.
Yeah.
And as much of a as Murder She Wrote takes place in a small town, as we've explored, just as much of it, if not more, takes place outside of Cabot Cove
Oh yeah,
in cities and
totally.
sprawling metropolitan landscapes. And sometimes other small towns. Like sometimes we go more rustic, we go 50 Mile, or we go to like a ranch or something.
Sure.
But
But being out alone in the wilderness, that's spooky.
and there's not a lot of Murder She Wrote like that, if
Mm-mm.
any. I can't think of any.
No. I mean,
Um,
you might wander around in the woods and stumble upon a self-driving car once in a while, but
well, as you
other than
careen
that.
towards a bluff, yeah.
Oh dear, oh
Uh,
my, oh dear.
this is another one. So this one reminds there's another the archaeology one, which is coming, where Seth says, I never thought when I suggested you write a book called Murder at the Dig that you'd want to go archaeology with me. And John Astin, who's returning here as Harry Pierce, says, when you said you were writing a novel called Murder at the Inn, I'm like, maybe you shouldn't write novels, Jessica, where you have the title first. Maybe
Honestly, I would be gagged if that's how she that was her writing process.
like, oh, and I know that's just for us. That's just for
Hmm.
us because we're the audience and we need to know what our context is.
Yeah,
But
I love this.
we're at an inn.
Harry has taken her to this little inn. He, what I like about Harry is that we kind of see that Jessica is generally annoyed with him at all times because he's so
Right.
ridiculous.
Well, we learned that we've known him. She's known him since she was married to Frank.
Hmm.
We'll find more about that out in his next appearance.
Yeah.
But he was, I think, lodge mates with Frank or something like that, something indicating that they had known each other for such a long time.
Yeah. Who is this
Maybe
first
not since she
character that we
was
have?
this
This
lady right
is,
here,
yeah, this is Lee Meriwether playing Grace
one of
Overholtz.
one of the great Catwomen of the
Truly.
1960s.
And gosh, is she beautiful in this, isn't she?
She really is. She
She
really is.
looks incredible.
She replaced Julie Newmar for the
Hmm.
film Batman the movie.
Ah,
So
yeah.
she, for many folks, is their first Catwoman. And a lot
Right.
of people actually probably think that she is Julie Newmar in that movie if
Yeah.
they don't pay attention. Like she is styled very similarly.
Yeah.
But
Here she looks like a
of
librarian.
yes. But two Wong Fu fans will also remember that the only true Catwoman is
Julie Newmar,
is
baby.
Julie Moore. But I do love me some Eartha Kitt.
Me too.
And I have to say also I do love me some Michelle Pfeiffer. I can't help it.
I mean, that's my standard.
But Lee Meriwether here is here in the Polly Bergen collection.
And if someone has to wear this look, it might as well be someone as drop dead gorgeous as Lee Merriweather to make it look just a little better than it is, right?
I mean,
She,
that's a tight skirt. It's long, but it's
yeah,
fitted. This is
pencil
not
skirt, yeah.
dowdy. This is not
No,
dowdy in
she
any
is put
sense.
together, baby.
The
Um,
shoulder pads are severe.
these high collar looks, yeah,
She
little
seems
bows,
incredibly distracted and bothered.
yeah.
But she's the owner of this Edgar Allan Poe inn that John Astin took Jessica to.
hmm And when they showed
Uh,
up, she was actually looking at them, sort of spying on them through the window in a very,
hearing
frankly, in a Mrs. Voorhees kind of way.
a little bit, a little
So
bit.
it doesn't really pay off that way, but she's just a woman with a history.
Well, because she
She's a
seems so
woman feeling
distracted by
things.
this hunky guy who works for her,
Hmm
and we don't know their connection. We're of course
No,
meant to believe that she is threatened by him. I don't know, being too close to the guests.
the lady guests.
It's very those tight short, those tiny little
Those are
shorts.
little itty bitty shorts. He's a very good looking guy, but he's not filled out in the butt for me.
Oh yeah, it's
It's a little flat. A little flat.
you know what he gives me a little Chippendales because he's very broad up top,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and he also has that Patrick Swayze dirty dancing hair.
Yes. A slightly Val Kilmer face. Speaking of
Oh yeah,
Batman,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, that is very Val Kilmer. Yeah, yeah. So
He's
this
good looking.
is
Nice
what's his
smile.
name?
Good
Jack?
question.
Kyle? So
For
many
some reason, the
characters.
IMDb here is a little thin.
Yeah,
We'll call him Jack for now.
for the
Uh,
moment.
Also, okay, so th this inn is just like this dowdy little living room with like very quaint, like quilted couches and old antique furniture. And these people who are staying at this inn are all just hanging out in this room together, which
This you just enjoy yourself in nature. You go hiking, you go boating, just enjoy, just relax, get away from the world.
I don't
Also,
know, maybe
these
it's my private nature, but I wouldn't want to arrive somewhere and then go sit in a room with strangers who, I don't know, this is very old fashioned
it is.
leisure
This it
time,
absolutely
right?
is.
This is
This
like
it really is.
being on board of the Titanic, right?
Well, I mean,
These are the things you do.
it's very similar to something like Death on the Nile or a
Hmm
situation where strangers, ostensibly strangers,
Yeah.
are all convening on the same location
hmm
for leisure and then find themselves in a situation because we have he's kind of nebbish. He's there's something not quite sinister but not quite right about him. This gentleman here who pounces on Jessica the moment he sees him
hmm
to say hello. He's got
This is
the
Burton,
bird
played
book.
by William Christopher. The Bird Book, yeah. Doesn't he give himself away pretty quickly
He
too?
does.
Yeah.
No,
In the
he's
next scene, I think.
suspicious.
Yeah, yeah.
He's suspicious. And
He's a
once you've
funny little
seen it,
guy.
once you know, it's kind of hard not to look at him through that lens, but he's not what he
Hmm
seems.
This is actually a
Uh,
good opportunity to sort of lay out all the characters that we have here because we're getting everybody right up front, right at once, right? In this
yeah,
room. We're getting this couple, the Cranes, played by Susan Blanchard and Lawrence Luckinbill. Um,
look at Bill.
she's sort of like a mousy little thing, insecure, and he's a bit of a douche, honestly. He's kind of mean to his wife.
He's awful. He's a
Ah,
major contender, major contender for worst character
truly.
because
Yeah.
he's a real douche. He also happens to be the son-in-law of Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball. He was married to Lucy Arnaz.
Look at that. I'll be damned.
It's
Okay.
not just
Okay.
for children and nieces and nephews. You will
Mm-hmm.
find that nepotism will work in a lot of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But he also is so I wouldn't say he's a character actor, but he makes appearances in a lot of things
Yeah.
in the 80s and 90s. He's a recognizable figure, and
He has a whiff of that quality to him. Yeah, for
he's
sure.
an additional Murder She Wrote as well.
Yeah.
The wife is very browbeaten, very meek.
Meek. Yeah.
Um, I think we're meant to indicate that he's kind of just a dick to her,
He
and
kind of
not
bulldozes her.
necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, he immediately pounces on her for not playing cards to
Yeah.
his wishes.
Like you got to play to win, girl.
Uh, so we're
Um,
meant to not like him early
yeah.
on. We're getting that indication.
hmm Then there's obviously we mentioned the photographer Burton, a little sort of like how would you describe this photographer? He's
Nebbish, but
nebbish,
also
sure. He's very bright and charming in a way still.
he gives me a little bit Roddy McDowell
Eccentric,
drives.
a little
Maybe
bit, yeah.
yeah.
Look at those high-waisted shorts he's got on. Wow.
So,
Wow, Fred
um,
Mertz.
we also had in the previous scene Joanna Benson, as
Mm-hmm.
played by Lee Purcell, who we've seen previously,
Mm-hmm.
and she is a free spirit, and she only drinks water from a mountain stream,
A bit of
preferably.
a hippie, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they really could have leaned into that more.
I
Like
know.
they
She
really,
literally just ran through the woods naked and they're like, "Oh, that's Joanna running through the woods naked. She likes to feel the air on her skin." I
yeah,
mean, they could have really made her a character, but she's a little generic.
yeah, and
Yeah.
part of that is because she's also harboring secrets.
hmm
But oh, and
Everybody's got a
previously,
secret. Yeah.
our gentleman staff, Patrick Swayze, Chippendale would be, was flirting with a married guest of the property as well,
Yeah.
and that
And
would
that's
be
another
Betty,
character. Betty Jordan and Kyle Jordan is her husband, who's
is
kind
her
of a
husband.
it's a bit of a pill, frankly.
Yeah,
But
this is not a great marriage retreat
no, no.
for folks, though.
She wants to get it on with Patrick. We're going to call him Patrick Swayze from now on because that's more interesting than Jack. Uh, and who else do we have here? Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should just be in the moment. Jessica's
I
out
think
by the
that
lake.
rounds
That's
us
pretty
out,
much
I
it,
think,
right?
pretty well.
We have like the girl behind the counter who does nothing. She's kind of
She
inconsequential.
delivers the tea, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We
But
are pretty quick into this episode, and Jessica has just seen what appears to be Howard
the murder
throwing his wife, Carolyn. These are the two. He was the mean husband at Gin, throwing his wife overboard on a boat. You
in the
know,
lake, yeah.
she's a lady in the
It's
lake.
she the way they show it, because we don't see her get up in the boat, but she suddenly like flings.
hmm
So it's hard to tell if it's self-inflicted or he pushes her, but and that is the question, isn't it? Is
Yeah.
where is the body? What happened? Why did this occur? And why would he try to kill his wife in such a public place? Because
hmm
who's on hand to witness it? But Jessica Fletcher with a pair of binoculars handed to
Binoculars.
her by Burton Hollis.
How
How
incredibly
convenient.
convenient. Yikes. Oh, and Amos has shown up, by the way.
Of course,
I
because
just have to.
we're
Ugh,
not in Cabot Cove, but it is
we're
his
near enough.
jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I'll say it now. Amos drives me mad in this episode. I hate him in this episode. He is so stubborn. He will not relent, and he's always wrong. I don't know why he thinks he's right this time, but we'll get
It's
into it.
consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have another quick blouse moment from Lee Meriwether, who is being assured by Harry Pierce that this is a good thing, that, you know, people will come to the inn because of the notoriety that a possible
Because
murder. I mean,
it's
he's not wrong.
crazy.
He's not wrong. I mean, it's notoriety that has kept the Lizzie Borden house in business for 100 years.
Truly. Hey, why not? But Lee is not Grace, played by Lee Meriwether. She's not into this. She
No,
is
she's
not
she's
about
ready to
it.
sell,
She's
basically. She's
done.
like
She's tired. She wants to go on vacation herself.
She's and we don't necessarily get a whole indication. We know that she's a widow because
Hmm.
she and Jessica compare notes about that.
Yeah.
And she is certainly of a certain age. She looks fantastic, but she's got to be between 45 and 55.
Yeah.
Um,
She looks
which
great.
the reason I use such a huge range is because she looks so
She
fantastic.
looks so good.
I
So
mean,
good.
this is a former beauty queen turned
Yeah.
actress.
Yeah. The grace,
Um,
the elegance,
and
chef's
she
kiss.
also was the replacement for Yvonne de Carlo as Lily Munster. So she's always had sort of like this sort of beautiful gothic sort of
Yeah. Yeah,
situation.
of course. Boy, you just know it all.
I know too much.
You know
I
too
know too
much.
much.
You're an
There's
encyclopedia
actually
of pop
there's
culture.
a really great because I'm a big fan of the TV show What's My Line,
Oh
where
yeah, love
regular
it.
people and celebrities come to a panel show for the
Hmm.
panel to guess who they are or what they do. And
Hmm.
Lee Meriwether appears as a just winning beauty pageant winner. I
Oh
think it may have been Miss
wow.
America. It's either Miss America or Miss USA. I forget.
I'll be damned.
Um, I think it must be Miss America because I think Miss USA didn't happen until much later. But she isn't yet an actress. And so the panel doesn't know her yet. So it's actually,
Fascinating.
yeah, I love shit like that. I think it's fun.
Interesting. A lot. So, I mean, it sort of reminds you of people like Vanessa Williams, who entered the
Sure.
zeitgeist as a beauty pageant winner and then turned out to have an incredible career and be a really skilled actor.
Halle Berry, I think, is a
Yes,
former pageant person. Yeah.
they're doing it. By the way, we haven't found a body yet.
No, and that's
This
weird because
body,
it's a lake. It doesn't have a current.
wouldn't
There's
she
no, it's
float? We all
eh,
float down here.
one would think, I don't know, lakes to me are a no for me. With addition to the goose shit everywhere. Lakes have all I think possibly watching Stand By Me as a young person with the leech scene
Mm. Oh,
really
gross.
turned
No,
me
no, 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 no.
off. Yeah.
No, I'm not a
I
go
like a
swim in the lake
pool.
either.
I like a pool, and when I was young, I liked an ocean, but since growing up, I don't care for an ocean all that much either.
Yeah, I've never been a water person. If you're someplace like Hawaii or something, and you want to, you know, update
I
the
feel that
ions in your body,
I
that's
could do
that's a
that.
different story. But
Because Hawaii is also known for crystal clear water. I want to
yeah,
see what I'm stepping on.
me too, me too. There's something sort of fussy and particular about me that
Yeah.
doesn't want to dip my, uh, call me crazy, but I don't want to dip my feet into murky water. Not
Murky.
interested.
Murky is the
Not about
word.
it.
Yes.
Gross. Uh,
So, but a boat, sure, I could do a boat.
yeah,
I would do a I mean, have you ever been on, we talked about this on the cruise episode. I've never been
yeah,
on a cruise or anything like that. But
yeah.
the thing about a cruise is that you're just using the water as the vessel, essentially,
Yeah.
as the road.
Hmm.
You have a pool if you want to use the water on
Yeah.
deck, and
That's more
that's
my
more my
speed.
speed.
Yes. Yes. Uh, no, I've been on a few little boats. I have relatives who like to go fishing. I've been on a snorkeling boat in Hawaii once. Boats are not for me. I am far too prone to seasickness to step on a
Uh,
boat anymore. Um,
I
I
could
mean,
see,
just green with sick. So no thanks. Lakes, boats. I had relatives who used to go swimming at places like local reservoirs. And I was like, that's not even
no.
a real lake. That's like water that's pumped in there. I just can't do it.
I mean, maybe if it's pumped in, I suppose possibly I would feel a little bit more that it's cleaner. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think really what it is it's hygienic properties of it.
truly.
But
No thanks.
in addition to Sheriff Tupper making his next appearance, this is only the second time that we've seen Dr. Seth Hazlitt in so many
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah. And
In
he's kind of
episodes
a hollow version of himself in this episode.
they
Like,
haven't fully
yeah,
established, and
yeah.
it's also kind of weird that he's here because why is he the most closest physician?
There must not be a
Um,
lot of medical service providers out here. Ooh.
and the first thing he does is dope up Howard Crane real quick. So Howard, who is clearly dealing with some sort of post-traumatic stress from his wife's death, Sheriff Tupper is convinced that he's responsible for his
Yeah.
wife's in theory, murder. We still don't have a
Hmm.
body, as you said, but he's stressing out, and so he needs to be sedated. And Tupper is not happy because then he can't interrogate him.
Right. Right.
But we just need a
Oh,
doctor to do that.
we just need
Seth's just
somebody.
filling that role.
Right. He's going to tell us how the murder victim is actually killed later too, which we need to know.
That's
Um,
necessary.
Jessica just walked in on Patrick Swayze having his way with this married woman again.
I mean,
This
they
is
were
the
kissing. Let's not say having his
well,
way.
I
Making
love these scenes
vile love.
where she walks in on people in intimate scenarios and they're like, "I hope you're not embarrassed." And Jessica is 100% always like, "Not at
I
all."
don't, and I don't care.
It's
Like
like, "I
not
don't
like
care.
she's either
Do what you
she's
want."
either charmed or
Annoyed, maybe.
the episode
Uh,
where Polly Bergen's daughter jumps in the pool naked and she's like, "Yes, she
all
certainly
right.
is."
All right. You know, she's so judgmental at when it comes to some things, but then
Yeah.
nudity and sexuality, she's pretty free.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
live
is
your life,
true.
girl. Yeah.
She's a little judgy when it comes to sex work, as we'll get to, but
Yes.
even for the time, she's a little bit better than we could imagine for sex work.
Yeah. Because even it's her own former student who does the sex work,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
she has a lot of compassion
She's
for her.
more bothered that she, quote, went that way
Yeah.
than that she's sleeping with men for money. It's that
Right.
that's not the issue, is that
Because she had
she
potential
should
to
be doing
do other
something.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very,
Uh,
very much of the time, I suppose. But yeah, she
but better for the
the
time
hippie running
still.
through the
Still
woods, she's like,
fairly.
sure.
Why not?
Kissing a
I used to,
married
what was
woman
it?
in the boat room,
Used
sure.
used to shuck my clothes and go skinny dipping in the lake. Again, ugh, skinny dipping in the lake. I can't.
Ah, the days. No, no.
No. No.
If I'm going to be in a lake at all, I'm going to have a very tight-fitting set of swim trunks.
Or a wetsuit.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry, bikini. I'm a
oh,
lady. Yeah,
oh,
you know.
little bikini. Just the bottoms.
Just that's right.
Um, Jessica's
Um,
trying to figure out
yeah,
the motivation.
she's certain that this is not Howard's doing. It's just too unusual that she would happen to witness a murder and scream, "Stop that! Stop that!" from the
Right.
side, and this would happen in front of her, and it's just Amos is 100% certain that he this is my take on Amos. He just doesn't want to work. He just doesn't want to do more work than he has to.
Which, that
I'm there.
that's kind of
I
law
feel it. Yeah,
enforcement. That
truly.
they want the easy
Yeah.
answer if they can get it.
Well, this
Um,
fits, so let's just
and
move
this
it
is
through.
another bizarro one because Carolyn was a swimmer.
Hmm.
So this is another situation of all the ways to kill someone, why
Yeah.
would you pick this? And so
Right.
Jessica opines that Carolyn may have actually staged this so
Hmm.
that Howard either would be implicated or that she could escape in some fashion if it was a bad
Right.
marriage. And then she could say, see, I couldn't, I had to do it to escape.
Right. Right. And then she could get money from a settlement from that.
Hmm.
Right. And
But,
it's his word against hers. So,
and he's a dick. So,
and he's a
and it's
dick.
the 80s. So,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem to matter because, uh-oh, she's
She's
dead.
actually dead now. They found her body.
Fished her out of the water.
Hmm.
Uh,
Wah, wah,
and
wah.
we find out very quickly, this is on mute, folks. So guessing around this time, we will find out that she actually has glass of some variety in her
Yeah.
scalp,
And
as
mud
if she
in
was
her.
hit
Yeah.
in her throat, as if she drowned, not simply uh, was killed
It,
and then thrown in the water.
yeah, it looks like she was in the water for sure, but she has mud in her I think they said in her lungs and in her throat,
Mm.
and then there's glass embedded in her. So she was hit by something with glass, and then her face was sort of smothered in the mud, and that's how she actually died.
And that wouldn't have made sense if she had
Yeah,
drowned in the middle of
right.
the lake,
And Amos
being
is
held
sure that
down.
Howard held her. This is wild. This guy is gonna, she's gonna fall off the boat, and apparently he's gonna get off the boat too, hold on to the side of the boat and hold her down with the other hand. And meanwhile, he can't swim, and she's a prize swimmer.
Yeah,
It just doesn't add up.
it
It doesn't
doesn't.
add up. Amos doesn't
The
care.
yeah. I
Fuck
mean,
Amos.
this is very much a forensic files situation. We
Hmm.
you need to follow the clues that are given that make
Yes.
sense here.
Yes.
And the mud, the glass, which again, where is that coming from? Even if you say the mud that she was unconscious sank to the bottom and then choked on mud, which is a terrible way to go.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
God. I
By the
don't
way,
even yeah.
Amos just said to Jessica, "You're not a very good loser, Mrs. Fletcher." I hate him because she is unrelenting. She's going to figure this out.
Yeah. And she's searching through the bird books in the lobby here.
I love that right now. We don't really know until later, but right now she has an idea, right? She already is trying to make sure that everybody else's story is plausible.
Right. Well, because we have all these suspects.
Yeah.
Everybody's here. We
Yeah.
have the
The
Patrick
bird
Swayze would
watcher
be
who was talking about
the,
birds outside, the Patrick Swayze, the other guy, the
the
other
naked lady.
husband with the married wife, the naked lady with the married wife, the other guy who's married, whose wife is making out with Patrick Swayze. We have Lee Meriwether looking ominous every time the camera pans to her. Although we learn more about her in this scene. Turns out that her husband died 3 years ago and she just doesn't want to be here anymore.
The comparing of notes about being widowed, just the glints in each other's eyes of realization. It's so good.
This is a
Like
beautiful
it's
scene. I think
it's
it's
just
probably one of the
so
highlights of this episode.
good. I love, I mean, I say this all the time. I love an old broad. I love when we get these moments of depth.
Hmm.
We get it with Polly Bergen. We get it with most of the women
Yeah.
of Murder, She Wrote. And sometimes when they're awful, we get it with Lois Nettleman. That's a great, obviously a great scene.
Yes, absolutely.
Um,
I think we kind of forget, and maybe it's because we've been watching things like The Golden Girls and I don't know, Designing Women, whatever, for years and years and years. But I deeply appreciate scenes of intimacy and depth and real humanity between two women, particularly when they're two older women sharing their life experiences. And again, I forget that most people don't watch things like this regularly. Most people do not watch things that pass the Bechdel test, right?
mhm, mhm.
Um, so just a moment of gratitude for these actors and for women.
Well, as you said last episode or previously, at the very least, that Murder She Wrote is having a moment.
Yeah,
So hopefully this will encourage people. This is on Tubi right now, and Tubi is kind of the new YouTube.
sure.
It's the way that people are consuming a lot of media right now
Yeah.
because Peacock and Netflix and a lot of these other companies are sort of pricing people out of watching.
Hmm.
Um, so as much as I get cranky about there being ads and stuff like that, the accessibility of things like this I appreciate.
Oh,
The
it far outweighs
availability.
any sort of inconvenience of watching an ad for sure.
Well, and then you just get a browser app and you take care of that issue.
You you nix those ads and you're good to
Yeah,
go.
you're good to go.
So
Um,
what character did so Joanna Benson here, this character played by
mhm.
what was the
The
actor's name
Purcell.
again? She's been in a few already. Or no.
This actress is returning.
Is this her first appearance on the show?
Um, yes, but she
Yes.
will return
Yes.
in the circus episode.
That's it. That's
She
it.
gets embroiled with the mayor of Cabot
Hmm.
Cove.
And then way later down the
She's
line.
she's got good stuff coming. This actress
Yeah.
has been in a lot of things.
Hmm.
Um, and is
MacGyver,
yeah,
Matlock, Magnum PI. She's done a lot of sort of mystery thriller type work on TV.
she'll be in the gallery episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's got good stuff coming.
good
This is a
stuff.
little I don't know. It's this is odd. This is another one where a young, beautiful woman is super connected to an older guy who looks like a foot.
Yes.
And apparently we're led to believe that Joanna is Howard's secretary with
Mm-hmm.
whom she was having a passionate affair.
Mm-hmm.
He decided to either reconcile or stay with the wife, and she helped uh, book this vacation for
Uh-huh.
him and his wife,
Yeah.
and then showed up to also be here, pretending to be a hippie who shucks her clothes. That's not her. That's not her at all.
No.
She's a
She's
city
just playing the
secretary from
part.
New
Yep.
Jersey, and just there to stalk and
Weird
hover.
girl.
It's
Go out with some girlfriends.
He's not
Find
worth
somebody
it.
else. No, he's awful. He's terrible. Why on earth she's lovely, by the way. She is like truly just incredibly beautiful and lovely
Yeah.
and bright. Why is she interested in Howard?
Because they need her to be.
I
And it's
guess.
another situation where young beautiful woman is interested in man who looks like a foot, just sort of the comparison of the young studly guy who's in love with the attractive, interesting older
Right.
woman. But the men are never the Lyle Wagners. Like they're never like the handsome studs of their day. They're always these crummy,
Yeah.
often mean eyes.
Oh, truly.
And it's just, I don't
Very
know if
rarely
it's
is the young
because,
young woman with like a very like strapping, attractive. The only one I can really think of off the top of my head is the Lila Lee episode, which we keep talking about. We're gonna have nothing to
right.
talk about it when we see it, but that's like a
Oh,
younger
we
girl
will.
and a really
Oh, we
handsome man.
will.
I mean, it's it's definitely top five for me in the canon. But yeah, basically she showed up and she just wanted to stalk on
Right.
Howard. It's very
Like we
weird.
had the
Very weird.
horrible Horatio with his beautiful wife. We
Hmm.
had the uh beautiful Michelle Phillips interested in the hypnotist.
God.
Um
Absurd.
I'm trying to think of well, that's less of an age thing and more of a beautiful, kind woman involved interested in an asshole is the Jazz New Orleans episode
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
she's involved with I guess Cesar Romero was an outlier. He's
He's a
a
good
a
looking.
kind older gentleman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smells good.
Um
You know he does.
I don't know if there's anybody. Oh, in the writer one, where the writer award one, none of the women are interested in Hemsley. So I
Mm,
guess that's sort of an outlier as well,
that's
because he's
true.
an asshole too.
He gross.
But it's just there's that's an insidious situation that Murder She Wrote and a lot of shows do. Like that's kind of the sitcom trope, isn't it?
Yeah,
Usually it's
absolutely.
played for laughs though, in like a John Larroquette kind of way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. They've just loaded Howard. Okay, this car scene, can we play a little bit of it?
yeah,
It's delightful. I just I love this. This is Amos, Howard, Howard's Amos's deputy, and Jessica.
the deputy's quite handsome.
He is.
Since
Although
Noah
isn't he kind of
Paisley,
dumb? He's a little dumb dumb.
whatever, he doesn't have to talk.
They really love making the cops in this show, particularly in Cabot Cove, pretty dumb.
Mr. Crane suffers from claustrophobia.
You've been talking to my shrink. That's privileged information. Oh, wait till I get my hands on that little weasel.
Okay, just simmer down.
Like hell I will. What else did he tell you? Did he tell you I got
What
a
I like
ticket
in
to
this
the
scene is that
underground system?
Jessica is
Did he tell you I went
she's
right to the
digging,
private
right?
canteen? Oh,
And he's
you don't
offering it
solve
all
that
up.
again, do you?
Uh-huh. She knows just what to say to like just
Hey, you tell this
a little bit
lunkhead
more, a little
I
bit
get ready to
more.
call my lawyer because I am going to sue the pants off everybody who's responsible for this outrage.
Mr. Crane, you must have made quite a bit of money from the sale of your factory.
Totally
Huh?
switching the subject.
Huh?
Yeah. So what?
Do you have any living
Now your
relatives?
wife is gone. Who stands to inherit your estate?
I don't know.
This is so inappropriate. This is
Uh-huh.
so inappropriate.
I know.
Miss Fletcher,
don't have any relations.
She doesn't care. She's breaking the rules.
Last.
I mean, to be fair, Topper shouldn't have brought her along.
About
Honestly,
2 months after his
Oh,
murder,
because Howard's, by the way,
he
Howard's
friend
being arrested, we should
yeah,
say.
Howard is being arrested.
Officially
Uncle Fred
charged.
didn't marry?
This is a little convoluted. There's an Uncle Fred in the family who nobody knows where he is. Uh, a cousin Arthur,
Miss Fletcher.
who they haven't seen for a while. So these are potential heirs to his fortune.
And at 33 minutes in, this is
At least I'm pretty sure
awfully
he did
shoehorned.
a couple of years
Yes, yes.
of a very distinguished line.
There's a lot happening in this little car ride here, right? Like we're getting a lot of, frankly, exposition that we could have used along the way up until now. But
But we didn't have a way to pop it in.
I
Like,
guess,
the
yeah.
only other way to do that is if, like, I figure if Jessica had, like, dinner with them and found
Look
that
at
out.
Amos driving, by the way. The car's going absolutely straight, and his hand on the wheel is
I know. It's always good.
The boat.
Does he
Shinoa.
even have a rear view mirror? That often gets
Uh-huh.
taken out in
Right.
Did the victim drown or didn't she? She drowned, all right.
Anyway,
all
um,
right, Seth's here to say that she drowned, mud in her
this is
lungs.
when we see the mud in the lungs. How awful, by the way. Ugh,
Awful.
awful.
No, I don't even like it when, well, who does? I don't like it when water gets at my nose in the pool. I can't
No,
imagine what it's like to drown.
I don't even like using a neti pot.
No, I've gotten better. I use the squeeze thing, the
Yeah,
the little squeeze bottle.
gets it right
That's
through.
got
Yeah,
that's an interesting experience.
pressure it out of there. I used to
But
do
it
that
was not
every
binoculars.
day, twice a day, a neti pot or those little neti bottles.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You gotta be
You know,
careful
it
with
was
the sinus lining.
uh-huh. I think it did more harm than good, frankly.
I like a
Um,
clear nose.
yeah, in this episode, Seth, like a clear nose.
Like a clear nose.
In this episode, Seth is he is strictly business. He's not really their
Yeah.
friend. He's not, he is there to be the doctor to which is interesting because in the Jessica Peabody episode, he was like hanging out with her in her house. They were cooking together. There's a little bit
Yeah.
more camaraderie between them, but in this episode, it's very, he's strictly there for medical purposes.
It's possible that when this was written, it was not written with him in mind, that they
Yeah.
would go back to Cabot Cove because they
Yeah.
just need a doctor.
Yeah.
And they very easily could, but they probably were like, well, it's cheaper this way. Get a day player, get somebody who's already going to be on set.
Hmm.
Um, or it makes more sense to help with the world building because this is again is partially a Cabot Cove episode.
Hmm.
That's where we go back to talk to Seth. Oh, we have this
Oh, these
little moment
characters.
with the Jordans,
This is the married couple where the wife is making out with Patrick Swayze
the
and
high-waisted
the
pants and the knee highs.
everybody's channeling Fred Mertz today.
This is a choice. This is an absolute choice.
I don't really like I understand why these characters are here, I guess, but they're not they don't get much to do.
They're just suspicion.
They're just suspicion.
One of my favorite things, and we passed over it because there was just too much to go into.
Yeah.
But when deconstructing the murder scene
Hmm.
and the motivation of Howard killing Carolyn and going out in the lake, the only thing that Kyle, our jealous husband here, is
Hmm.
able to contribute is, well, we always asked them if they wanted to go fishing and they always turned us down.
Yeah.
So he must have he must not have wanted us there because he knew he was going to kill her. Like, what if he just doesn't like you? Like,
What if you're a tool, sir? Which you are.
the only reason he could say no, I don't want you and your wife to join us at the lake is because I'm going to kill my wife. Like,
That it must be it. Must be
yeah,
guilty.
that's it.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's
that's it.
true.
Um, we're throwing suspicion at Jack, the Patrick Swayze gentleman,
Right.
uh,
Yes.
because he has a record and they've checked him out and they think that he may have had a relationship with Carolyn because he has a relationship evidently
With
with
all the ladies.
all the ladies, although we've
Uh-huh.
only seen one. We've only
Yeah.
seen the one.
We've only seen Blondie.
Um, and we find out that the reason that Lee Meriwether, Grace, is so vigilant is because of that past, because he's her brother.
He's her brother.
And
Two
she's
very
just
good-looking people.
and actually once she says it, you see it. They look
Oh,
a lot alike.
they actually do look like they could
It's
be related.
very good casting. It's
Granted,
very
they're
good
just
casting.
two generally good-looking people, so maybe that's part of it, but we buy it. We buy it that they're
I
related.
think they have very similar facial structures.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really see it.
Strong
Um,
jaw, strong cheeks.
he's very evidently he was on Days of Our Lives, and that makes a lot of sense because he is very soap opera
Hmm.
of the 80s too.
Oh,
And now
new
he's being
development.
threatened
Jack,
for some
the tool
reason.
of a husband is yeah, what where did this come
Why
from?
did
Is it
he bring his
because
gun? Why did he bring his gun?
it's just what you
Because
do, I guess.
because now he's finally caught on that his wife Betty and Jack are having an affair in the boathouse,
Hmm.
as one does.
Do you think they've gone
Boathouses used to
further
be for
than
gays only. This is appropriation.
how dare they
How dare.
co-opting our stories? Jesus.
Why Jack has that? Oh, sorry. Why Kyle? Too many generic white
Too
boy names.
many. Yeah,
Why
yeah.
Kyle has a gun with him in the first place is a little weird to me.
Wait, doesn't he have some connection to these people as well? No. It's just Patrick
Which,
Swayze as the son of Lee
yeah,
Meriwether's character. And
completely
Jack
unrelated
is just a
to
jealous
Carolyn.
husband. He's
Yeah.
just, or I'm not Jack, Kyle. Ugh, these names, Jesus.
Jealous
Kyle
husband.
just is.
Because they don't even need names, really. That they're just
No,
archetypes at this point.
no, exactly. As soon as there's like more than one generally good-looking white guy, I check out. I can't possibly commit that to memory for 48 minutes.
So
Uh,
the suggestion is that Carolyn, when she was found, she wasn't found in a general area where she would have drowned and just
yeah,
sank.
she was
She was
way
found,
across the lake, and there was no
yeah,
current and no
and she had a
wind.
swimsuit on, which I think is such a hilarious note, as if you couldn't swim without a swimsuit.
I know, I know. She was like,
Um,
"I'm gonna do this the right way."
and
We
she
also
had
failed to
scuba
mention,
equipment
yes, and there was a hook in the bottom of the boat that
where
Jessica
it was
saw
held, I
earlier.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this we're gonna when we get to the reenactment, I have some thoughts and questions.
Here we
Oh,
go.
here it is. Yep.
Carolyn's there in this bright yellow, very discreet suit in the middle of
Hmm.
the lake.
She's like, it's 6 a.m. I'm going to wear my neon swimsuit and I'm going to drill scuba gear to the bottom of a boat.
Why did she have to do that in the middle of the lake? She
Couldn't
had
she
to
have
take
done
this
it
boat
at the shore?
in the boathouse.
Yes.
I mean, maybe because then the boat has to already be on the lake so that no one sees the bottom of it. But she doesn't have to be already there because she's gonna have to bring it back to shore to get her husband.
Yeah. Actually, can we hear this reenactment? Because it's so
Yes,
bonkers. This
it
woman,
is.
Carolyn, went through so much subterfuge to try to frame her husband. She put in the work.
She did. She earned this
Hmm.
escape, and it didn't pay off, but
Like
she really
good
did
for
try.
her. Yeah, she was somebody else
Before you do
bested
anything,
her.
I'd like to say a few words.
Why not? It was you who told me that Carolyn Crane was killed by her lover.
I thought she was killed by her husband. You filthy.
Hey, I didn't kill her.
You expect anyone to believe that?
I believe it. Oh, Carolyn, the neglected wife, did have a lover. He was the one who
She's even
succeeded in
pointing
staging
out
the
the
murder in front of
archetype,
a
the
witness.
neglected
Uh-huh.
wife.
And
Uh-huh.
it was he who was waiting for her when she swam to the north shore of the lake, where the real murder took place.
Now, there you go again. There is no way that woman could swim that lake underwater.
Shut up, Amos.
He planned it. Now, I think that Carolyn Crane arrived at the boathouse while her husband was having breakfast, and she took out this boat.
Right here.
Mr. Turney, you forgot to mention that the scuba equipment was missing.
The
I didn't
scuba.
notice it till
There's
later.
that British accent
I
coming
was
through.
hungover. I
The
went up to the inn
scuba.
for a cup of
The
coffee.
scuba.
Scuba.
Scuba gear.
Scuba.
Should have said something, son.
The cops? I tell nothing to cops.
That's right.
Honestly.
At any rate, I suspect that she rowed out of sight of the inn in the boathouse. She stripped to her swimsuit.
Bright yellow swimsuit. in the
Bright
middle of the
yellow
day.
swimsuit. And these gigantic
And lifted
goggles.
the underwater breathing apparatus over the side. Then she attached the twine to this hook and
The hook in the
secured the
bottom of the
scuba
boat
gear
that she saw
on the
earlier.
bottom of the boat. She returned to the surface, took a
Boy,
few
she
minutes
crawled back into that boat pretty
to
easily.
dry,
That would be difficult.
then dressed and rode back to the pier to wait for her husband. Now, she probably wore that floppy hat to conceal her wet hair. I think she
That
let
floppy
Howard
hat.
some distance from shore while she kept an eye out for her witness, which turned out to be me. I came out of the woods right on schedule and saw what I was supposed to see. Howard Crane apparently murdering his wife. Meanwhile, underwater and out of sight, Carolyn detached the scuba gear from the boat, strapped it on, then swam leisurely underwater
Leisurely.
to the distant
Jeez.
North Shore. She came out of the water
When she,
with support from
her
her lover.
face when she gets out of the water.
She's so happy.
I
She's
know.
free.
Instead,
She's free.
he attacked her. He must have struck her with
Damn.
another weapon at hand, then held her face down in the mud until she was dead.
Huh? I
That
guess
was
those
pretty
other
violent for
charges
Murder, She
have to
Wrote.
wait.
It is.
Gotta say.
It is crazy. This
Yeah.
woman went through a lot of trouble for this plan.
She tried to
She,
Gone Girl herself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Amy. All right.
And who was the lover who was such a douche? Who foiled her own plan, promised her too many things?
Who could it have been?
It's the nebbish Burton Hollis, but what's his
Yeah.
motivation? It's a little weird.
It turns out he's Arthur. He's the long lost nephew of
And he
Howard.
wanted the inheritance, and to get it, he had to seduce this wife. Somehow, this nebbish guy got. I don't know why nebbish is really sticking with me. Uh, but look at that man and try not to
There's
use the word
he's
nebbish.
very like boyish. There's something like boyish about him. Like he's clearly like 40 years old, but he has like a little
He's
boy
youthful.
quality to him, right? Like his
Yeah.
bright blue eyes and like enthusiasm for bird watching, which he's not good at, by the way. Jessica feels
Which is also stupid as hell. So
stupid.
how he turns his hand is he says he's going to look at some sort of, I don't know, bird
Uh-huh.
in the woods. And oh, actually they explain this in the next one. Let's save that because John
Yeah.
Astin has a moment that I we need to
Yeah.
save. Um, but how he gets away from her is he suggests that he's going to go look for this specific bird
hmm
and hands
He's
her
gonna
his
look.
extra pair of binoculars.
hmm hmm But his giveaways, he's gonna look for this is how Jessica knows that it's him. He at one point says, "I'm gonna go look for that bird." Is this what we were talking about?
Yeah,
John asked, okay,
yeah.
we'll save it then.
Well, just for a moment, because John Astin jumps in real quick with why he with agreeing with him.
Uh-huh.
But so we get this real quick. This again reminds me a little bit of the hypnotist episode where the guy
Yes,
just
yes.
spills his guts and says
hmm
he was doing it because his father was wronged.
And we should have this money.
Oh.
These
Sure,
people and their dark family histories, Jesus.
I know, and I mean, and you know what? Take it because I don't want what's his name? I don't want Howard to have it. He doesn't
No,
deserve it either.
Howard's a jerk.
But he basically promised Carolyn that they would run off together, but he wanted
Yeah.
the full amount. That was the thing. He never
But
loved
like you
her.
said, he seduced her long term. I mean, and
Took a
then
while.
they set up this elaborate hoax, right? And then he killed her when
Yeah.
all was said and done. So they're kind of made for each other, right?
And he
They
suggests
both
that the
put in a
reason
lot of work.
yeah. But he had to do it so that Howard would then also not inherit, that he would be
Yes.
implicated.
Yes.
She has to die.
She's gonna die.
Um, when I think so, I think Jessica's theory was right then, right? Because when she said
Yeah.
that she would pretend to be killed so that she could then suggest that she was in danger the whole time.
hmm
Okay, here's this fabulous moment with John Astin where we find out how Jessica knew it. all along. Oh, and Jack is still getting arrested too because he has other charges. He has
It's a real
priors.
Oh,
shame.
right.
Spoke to
They sort of throw that
Jessica
in.
to reel her in, but she decided this place had too many unhappy memories for her.
Well, I'm sure you'll find someone else, Harry.
You can take that to the bank. Tell me, Jess, what made you suspicious that our bird watcher wasn't what he said he was?
One small thing. He said he was going to look for the yellow-bellied flycatcher's nest in a tree.
Oh, why, sure. The yellow-bellied flycatcher makes his nest on the ground. One of my school teachers used to take us on bird walks.
Of course. We
Every
all
every
know that.
wheelchair knows that.
Everybody knows this. What a
Uh,
clumsy giveaway.
yeah. We have a chuckle of an ender here
Mm.
when they leave the portrait of uh Edgar Allan Poe falls from the wall as indicating, I guess, that there's some sort of uh
Yeah,
haunting or supernatural experiences. But
right.
Grace is leaving. She's done. She's
That's
selling
it.
the
She's
property.
had it. Too much scandal, too many
Yeah.
memories. Her brother has
Unfortunately,
just
we
been arrested.
we don't get her or Joanna in the climax. They both are written out
No,
real quick.
no,
But it's partially because they don't have anything to do with
they
the
don't.
real murder.
No,
So that's what
they're really
happens.
her her looming in the windows and watching people with intense facial expressions really gives us nothing, right? It's just a it's just sort of like a spooky little touch, a spooky little red
Yeah.
herring. Um, but we need those
Alas.
characters, right? We need those
We do.
characters. Yeah.
You need to fill out the ranks.
Hmm.
And they give us things to do
Yeah.
outside of just this fairly rote
Yeah.
murder.
In all things considered, each character in this episode, sometimes they really are superfluous, but each character in this had some role to play.
Mhm.
Even
That's why I
the,
say it's Agatha Christie, is because
yeah.
there are, as someone who has actually done Agatha Christie,
Hmm.
thank you very much. I was in a play and I was one of the sons of the murdered mother figure. Did I have anything to do with the murder? No. Was I there just to fill out the ranks and the suspect? Yes. Did I still have a lot of juicy lines to sort of indicate my suspicion?
Yes.
Yes. Did I also have a lot of
Yes.
ham-fisted, stupid lines that I still resent to this day? Yes, I do. But that's the thing. You need these additional things so that
Yeah.
it,
Even the
yeah,
jealous husband kind of sort of does something.
he creates stakes, frankly,
Sure, yeah.
when Jack is finally unmasked as this uh I mean,
Rebel
I
of the
don't
past.
yeah. And they glean they don't glean, they rush right past the details of
Yeah.
his priors, which includes violence against women.
Yes.
Like they really
Yeah, they're not gonna they didn't sit
like
on that one.
the writers didn't have to include that. They could have just
No.
been like he stole a car. Like
Something. Just something
that makes
silly.
his womanizing that much more
Like,
icky,
ew, you're
frankly.
gross, Patrick Swayze.
Oh, I would
I know,
never say
right? He's
that.
what a deer.
What a
Um,
beacon. Um,
but
well,
even the killer, um, I mean, at the end, it sort of had to be him because he was the only person who hadn't been integrated into the story somehow, right?
yeah,
So of course it was going to be him. It's the way the show knows how to sort of give us a surprise finish, right? But unfortunately, it
yeah,
wasn't much of a surprise because he was the only person who hadn't contributed to the story other than giving Jessica a pair of binoculars, conveniently.
yeah. Well, seems like such a nice guy. He was
Yeah.
so. There's a reason he was a priest on MASH. He was a nice guy. He was a nice guy.
I think he says at some point about Carolyn, who he killed, like, I didn't, I didn't want to kill her. She was a nice
Yeah,
woman, but I had to.
yeah.
Just so cavalierly, like, wow. There's something really unsettling about him. You know who he reminds me of? Did you ever see The
Hmm.
Burbs
With Tom
with
Hanks?
Tom Hanks? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Klopeks, the next door neighbors.
God, it's
The
been a minute.
He's the sort of the doctor in doctor
Hmm.
character. The big bright eyes, really short, white-haired, very gentle. You saw one of my
Suspicious.
skulls, didn't you? That's who he reminds me of.
Is that Bruce Dern?
No, Bruce Jordan is in the movie. Yeah, but he's one of the neighbors.
Oh, Henry Gibson. Because
Yes.
Dr. Henry Gibson also plays that role many times in Murder She Wrote.
Yes, yes. It is the archetype.
Yeah,
We
it
have
is.
defined
Yeah,
a new Murder She Wrote archetype.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, the sort of bookwormish innocent, kind
Yeah,
of. I mean,
that's
is
it.
sort of, um, yeah. Because also, Barry Gibson is in the Psycho episode of Murder She Wrote, and I'm sorry, Henry Gibson, and he kind of plays, I would even say like autistic coded, uh,
Hmm,
where it's beyond innocence. It's
sure.
beyond childlike wonder. There's actually something chemically imbalanced about
Hmm.
his just inability to
Right.
connect. Um, and sometimes these bookwormish characters turn out to be, real crumbs. The geek in the
Yeah.
Sybil episode where the book is written about
Hmm.
Castle Cove.
Hmm.
Like we learn sometimes those little supporting characters in our lives turn out to
Turns
be
out
the bad
main
guys.
players. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, if Anthony Perkins wasn't so hot, he would fall into that too in Psycho too.
He is
Sort of
really hot.
subverts it. He's so
He is
gorgeous.
really, really beautiful.
He's so
What a
gorgeous.
beautiful human. Would make a great drag queen.
Possibly. Or at the very, I mean, or at the very least, like a very like John Cameron Mitchell kind of thigh
That, yeah.
drag, where it sort of blurs the lines so
Hmm.
dramatically.
The androgyny.
So that was Lady in the Lake. I think
Lady in the Lake.
we tie up all the loose ends? I think we did.
I think so. We got the convoluted sort of plot between
Howard Howard got
the wife and
released.
the victim. Yeah.
His wife is dead. I guess he's gonna stay with Joanna.
I
Did
mean,
we? I
lucky for
mean,
her, I guess.
what a catch.
She's the
Um,
best one, yeah.
Jack's going to jail. Grace is selling the property.
Hmm.
Burton's going to prison.
Uh,
Carolyn's dead.
the Jordans are,
Betty, oh, they have to reconcile or figure their shit out.
yeah. By the way, it's replaying obviously, and they show that first scene where Jack and Betty are out stretching on the lawn, and they're pretty free about
Yeah,
their touchy in front of everyone.
yeah, yeah,
They want to be caught. Betty wants to be caught. I think at one point she even says, "My husband doesn't mind.
yeah.
He
She
doesn't
does.
care." Yeah.
And if this was a braver show, there would have been a swingers type
Something,
cuckold
yeah.
situation
Like he's sitting in the
where,
background.
right, he's sitting in that cuckold chair watching it go down
Watching
in
things
the
happy in
boathouse.
the boathouse.
The
Yes.
cuckold chair in the boathouse.
Nothing like the smell of fish
God.
and murky water to turn me
Oh
on.
no, not the smell of murky water.
Oh,
Oh,
we're just we're there's like a receptionist here, and she's only in this first scene, and I feel like she must be like somebody's friend because she's terrible. Can
oh,
you
this
hear a
yeah, with
little
the ginger
line?
cookies. Yeah.
I know that. Now throw one down so I can pick one.
Why'd you get so
Sandy,
Yes, Mr. Hollis.
would you like some tea?
Oh, I'd love some.
A tea for two, Sandy, and some of those little ginger cookies, please.
Right away, Mr. Hollis.
Right
That's
away.
it.
She points.
That's it.
She's not even credited on
No,
IMDb,
no.
Didn't you see me pick
so I
She's
don't
a lovely
know
she's
who
a
she
lovely
is.
girl. I'm imagining some studio head was like, look at that lovely girl. Let's put her
She's
in
gonna be
this.
a
Let's see how she does
star.
on camera. And then we never saw her again because she was terrible.
She needed to join SAG, so they were like, "Here you go."
That's it.
Uh, yeah,
She needs
I
those
don't.
two line creds. That's it. She
I
never shows
can't.
up again.
No.
What
And
a
it's
waste of a
interesting
character.
because Grace has staff, evidently, but this is the one woman, I guess, who works for her who turns down the beds and gets the ginger cookies and
Yeah,
like yeah. I mean, we need someone like that. Like we
sure.
have to explain who
Who works
because
here?
this is
Grace
not
can't
like
do it
a
all
one
herself.
room exactly. This is not a bed and breakfast. Nature Girl.
Nature
Yeah,
girl.
it's all we're reconvening everybody in the parlor where we're meeting all the characters again
Hmm.
in our very straight up
You
Agatha
know,
Christie.
as far as archetypes go, they're pretty muted, right? This isn't like the
Right.
Diego episode
This is not the
or
Village People. We don't
no,
have yeah,
no, the
where we very the
village
archetypes
people.
are well, because like it's
It's
like
true.
we're very
They're
often
not
they're painted
loud
not only very
archetypes.
broad,
Yeah.
yeah,
This is a much more subtle take on Murder, She Wrote, where we get in other episodes, we get such big like the episode
the
with
bus.
Hemsley Post or the bus. They're all very very loud versions of these archetypes. But here they're a little bit
No,
more
no one's in
subdued and
uniform.
more, thank God. Thank God.
That's often how you distinct. Like there would be a priest, there would be a fireman, like there would be like the construction worker, like
Hmm.
there would be.
And
Here
the
we can
lesson
just
here,
avoid all of that.
the lesson here is that vacation helps you chill out. So everybody go on vacation. Take your time
Sorry.
off.
Learn how to swim in case
Yeah,
you have to fake
truly.
your death.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Ah,
And know your
final
bird
thoughts on
facts. Jesus.
is that your conclude? Exactly, actually. You never know when the bird facts will solve
Yeah,
everything.
truly. I think, yeah, let's see, final thoughts. I this is a fun episode. I like it. It's not particularly memorable. I think
Easy breezy.
Yeah, exactly. You put it on, forget about it. As I said in the beginning, I think that there was potential to lean into more of the Camp Crystal Lake aspect of it because you are secluded in nature and that can make things scarier, but in this case it wasn't particularly scary.
Everything's
Um,
in broad daylight.
Everything is in broad daylight. That's it. But
Yeah.
I think this is also one of the first episodes I ever saw, so I have kind of a soft spot for it.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't ever seek it out, I guess.
Just because
there
this
are
comes
more
on next.
flamboyant episodes. Yeah, basically. There are more flamboyant episodes that I find more interesting. Um, Amos drives me crazy in this episode. Maddeningly frustrating for me. Um, but as far as performances, I think everybody's pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, Lee Meriwether has like a cool gothic vibe to her. Uh,
Yeah. Very, very Edwardian.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking of that moment when Carolyn, the inevitable victim, walks
Mm.
out of the lake after accomplishing her task with those big bright eyes and then seeing them shift as her murderer comes for her. That's pretty spooky.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted
That
more of in the entire
yeah.
episode, actually.
Huh.
It's very like that point of view, that first scene from Friday the 13th, where
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's very much
Mm-hmm.
that. And I like that. I like when we lean into the spooky vibes. So, but I like
Yeah.
it. Good episode.
Yeah.
Fun, fun. Not much to write home about, but yeah, I'm here for it, except for the murky water. Ugh.
Yeah, I like
How
this
about you?
episode. I like this episode for the genre of it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I appreciate the secluded aspect of it. I think with the exception of some of the ham-fisted motivations that are
Hmm.
given, it's almost like that would make more sense if this was a novel, if this was a book, if that came up in
Yeah.
conversation, or if in dialogue, it's a little much. And
Yeah.
in like, yeah. But it's kind of the genre of of Murder She Wrote. We gotta get that information in. We gotta, and at the very
Hmm.
least, they do. There are some episodes where we kind of don't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all of that's explained as exposition at the very end to sort of cap it.
Hmm.
Um, so I think the information is still given where the audience, if the show is meant to be solved by the audience as we're watching, if we're meant to also guess,
Hmm.
I think one could. I think
Yeah.
one could.
Yeah, like
I
I
don't know if
mentioned
you
when
need to know
when
about the flycatcher, but
Well, and even Burton, the character Burton, the murderer, like because he doesn't seem to touch any of these people, he almost stands out as the only possibility,
Right. It
right?
kind of
Yeah.
has to be him because he
Yeah.
has no relationship to anyone.
Yeah. No apparent relationship anyway.
What's his
Why
connection?
is he there?
Right.
Why is he there? And having such like a prevalent role in the episode as sort of like Jessica's buddy at the beginning.
So the episode is as reeled back as we said, and we just had the murder. And there's this interesting scene that we didn't mention when it happened. So when Joanna is standing on the edge of the lake with everybody else, they're looking for the body. Howard is being sedated. She's standing there crying. And
Yeah.
Jessica says, "Oh, Mrs. Crane must have been a very good friend." And she's like, "I never even met her." And the question is she crying at this point because she's just this hippy dippy, we're all connected kind of thing? No, that's the wife of her lover.
Yeah.
And that's actually a really weighted moment that kind of
Totally.
just flies right by. But it's
On a
like,
rewatch, it makes sense, right? And we're like, oh, there's
damn,
a lot writing on this for her because her lover is going to go to jail, but also
right,
he's potentially a suspect if he didn't do it, right?
right.
She's pulling a lot of weight here.
Yeah. And she seems easy breezy again when Jessica comes to visit her, and they sort of
Mhm.
like she sort of smiles and laughs and talks about
Yeah,
how if hopefully she wasn't offended by seeing her run naked through the woods, and then they
sure.
get to the nitty-gritty because Jessica, we didn't specify, but the reason Jessica knows that she is related is according to the call logs for the reservations, it's the
Right.
same number because Joanna would have made that reservation
For
from the
Howard.
office line and then
Yeah.
her own line. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same one.
Yeah. And
Um,
Joanna's very much like, well, you got me.
got Miguel.
It's kind of that Tiffany Harrow moment from the Footnote to Murder episode where she's like,
Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
yeah.
I'm not perfect, but I'm just doing my best.
Oh well, yeah,
Power to
it
her.
is. Yeah. And again, there's no judgment per se in her being the other woman, especially considering at this point, Carolyn is even depicted as awfully sympathetic.
Hmm.
There's no moment where this episode paints Joanna as the evil other woman.
Never,
And
never.
that's interesting too. That's an
We almost
interesting
prefer her
choice.
to Carolyn. I mean,
Yeah,
not almost. Carolyn is not painted in any good way, frankly. I mean, other than her
other than
husband is a
a
dick to
that
her.
Gone Girl Midsummer good for her
Yeah,
kind of way,
yeah.
but
But Joanna is the likable one, and the show is clearly messaging that to us.
yeah,
So it's interesting, right? That's an interesting dynamic, which is nice because it's not super clean.
right, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
makes it
I
interesting.
love that. i
Hmm.
love I love complicated characters and
Me
I love
too.
non-saintly characters.
Me too.
Everyone here is fucked up.
Kind of. I mean, I don't really feel bad for Carolyn
The
for
only
being
I think the most
murdered.
sympathetic character here is Grace.
Absolutely.
She's just
And
trying
she's
to
the
make a
one
go
that
of it.
is originally messaged as the ominous one, right?
Yes,
Staring and spying through the window, giving consternated looks up in the balcony while things happen around her, and like, what
right.
is she hiding? And it turns out she's just a grieving woman.
Who's trying to give her brother a second chance,
Yeah, yeah,
and it doesn't even work out.
yeah.
The second chance doesn't work out because she's going to sell the property. I want to know more about Grace Overholtz. Tell me more.
Tell me
That's the thing.
more.
That's the thing.
Give us some grace.
Ah, dun 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 dun.
You know, that actually made me like the episode more, this little conversation. Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's there's I again, that's why we watch the show.
Yeah, yeah.
It's these little bits that we can just talk about for fucking
Hmm.
ever. And I
Hmm.
and that's also why again, I appreciate that there are so many either podcasts or deconstructions. And while I don't engage in all of them because I'm too protective of my own feelings for the media.
Absolutely.
I love that there's a very decent chance that no one's really brought up the fact that Grace is the the truly sad character here. And frankly, good for Carolyn.
Good for Carolyn. Yeah.
Uh our would-be Gone Girl. So
Crazy. Yeah, the what is that character's name? Amy,
Amy, the amazing Amy.
the amazing Amy. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say Amy Adams, but that's obviously not it.
Susan Blanchard as Carolyn Hester Crane laid the groundwork so that people like Rosamund Pike could play amazing Amy.
Rosamund Pike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who I
It
adore.
Amy Dunn is the character
Amy
in Gone
Dunn.
Girl.
That's it. Yep.
I
Amy
have had
Dunn.
that novel in my Audible waiting to be listened to for
Oh.
almost a year now, and I just haven't pulled the trigger. I need to do it.
Oh.
I only time I ever really listen to Audible is when I travel, and then I'm usually in memoir mode. So I've
Sure.
been in the middle of
Totally.
Kristen Johnston's memoir for the
Oh,
last trip,
fabulous. Oh,
and yeah, really guts. I recommend it. It's
yeah.
hard, and also if you are a person who has a relationship with addiction, your mileage will vary. But she's a good writer and she's a good narrator. But
Totally.
I gotta get into Gone Girl. Maybe this will be the push. I'm traveling this week. Maybe I'll
Then
finally
maybe there's a
start it.
time. Well,
I've
and
heard
if
it's
you're
excellent, partially because it's an unreliable narrator situation, and anyone who's seen the
you
movie
don't know
could
who to
understand
trust.
why.
Yeah, you don't know who to
Yeah,
trust. That's
and
great.
knowing the movie, I have a feeling that will I can't unknow that, so I'll watch it or listen to it with that in mind.
Well, and it's nice that
But
that movie, like the depictions of those characters, I think Rosamund Pike as Amy is so deliberately cool and perfect. And I mean, I honestly don't think Rosamund Pike can do any wrong. Speaking of like audiobooks, she does a beautiful reading, audiobook reading of Pride and Prejudice, which is one of my favorite books ever. So, of course, she was in that film, but boy, we're going on a tangent here.
oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tonight Murder, She Wrote, people.
Welcome to tonight,
That's what we
the
do.
Rosamund Pike Fan Club podcast. At
There's
least today.
there's that movie that she did with Diane Wiest that I keep meaning to
Oh,
check
it's
out.
something like hello.
Uh fuck me.
I like. Is it I like you? No, that's not it.
No, I'm gonna look it up.
I care a
Dun, dun,
lot.
dun.
I
I
care a
care a
lot.
lot.
Yes.
And I watched the Trixie and Katya review of it,
Hmm.
and it's very entertaining. And even though
Yes.
I know some of the spoilers of it, I have a feeling I would enjoy it.
I mean, and Diane Wiest, come on.
Diane Wiest.
I saw her on stage in New York, and she was superb.
Hmm.
Just what a
She's
presence.
I mean, she obviously will always be the senator's wife in the Birdcage for me, but she was also really great in
Ah,
Law and Order and
Practical Magic is my sweet spot
Practical
for Diane Wiest.
Magic. And
Yeah,
she's coming back for Practical Magic.
I
We talked about
know.
sequels. We
We
talked about
did.
unnecessary sequels from the 90s, but I'm on board. You got Stockard Channing and Diane Weiss to come back. All fucking right. Let's
That's
do
what I'm
it.
there for.
Well, clearly we have talked about all we can about A Lady in a Lake, so
Basically.
um yes, strong genre episode. Neither here nor there when it comes to like the best of collection, but
Sure.
it certainly hits all the broad strokes correctly.
If you were
And
marathoning on a Sunday afternoon, a
yeah,
perfect little delight, a perfect little
yeah,
morsel, just what you want.
just a little bit
Yep.
for you. Next week we're going to the horse races, so that's a fun
Goody.
change of location. It's an odd episode again, but it has a
It
really
is
great
odd.
performance from some folks, including Carol Cook, who I love very much in that, and the return of Clu Gulager or Gulager from 50 Mile.
Gulager.
He's
Gulager. He was a
speaking of returning characters.
despicable character in Murder at 50 Mile.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that'd be fun. Yeah, it's another interesting one and
we're here
another
for it.
niece, yet another niece.
The relatives
They never
keep on
stop.
piling up.
Another
That Fletcher
McGill.
family tree has another arm.
Some someone's gotta someone had to just turn the hose on her siblings. Uh
It must be
but
Catholic.
that was that'll be up next. And
Yeah.
thanks
By the
folks for
way,
listening.
yeah,
This has been very pleasant.
would love to. I'd love to make a plea if you're enjoying it, rate it on the podcast app that you use. Give it a little star, give us a little rating. It just helps other people
Comment.
find us, and we love the comments. We love engaging with y'all. And your
Yeah.
ideas and thoughts are so fascinating. We love integrating them into what we're talking about. So keep it up. We love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's basically it. I think we're halfway through this episode.
Yeah, we've done it again. We've done it again.
Listen, we had things to say. We had to talk about Diane Wiest.
We are very busy and
Uh,
important.
well, I'm Victor Devon,
I'm Petra Fried,
and
and
this
this
was
was Tonight
Tonight on
on Murder,
Murder,
She
She
Wrote.
Wrote.